The gentleman from Colonial Heights, Mr. Cox.
Point of personal privilege, Mr. Speaker.
The gentleman has the floor.
Mr. Speaker, we're 4 days away from Sine Die. And of course, I've said this repeatedly on the floor, the budget's the most important thing that we do. We're $26 million apart, which is less than 0.1%. And of course, that's in jeopardy because Governor McAuliffe and the Democrat-controlled Senate is demanding that we expand Obamacare. Governor McAuliffe sent us a letter to the conferees last week, and he said two things. He said, number one, we need a budget by July 1st, and we need Medicaid expansion. He's wrong for two reasons on those statements. Number one, it's a fundamental misunderstanding of our budget process. We don't need a budget by July 1st. We need a budget by Saturday. Because July 1st is way, way, way too late. Because anyone that's familiar with Virginia knows that all school boards are already setting their budgets. And they have tremendous challenges, anyone will tell you. Our Board of Visitors of our colleges will be meeting over the next month to set tuition rates, something that everyone in this House sees as the key to the affordability issue for every college student. And I'll particularly point to the House budget, which had its number one goal to keep tuition down. If you look at the House budget, it basically provides $50 million for more faculty. It provides $20 million for tuition moderation, a package that we're hoping that we're going to be seeing tuition in the low single digits. The problem is, if we wait to July 1st, they've already had to set tuition. I can guarantee you it's not going to be at 3%, it's not going to be at 4%, it's going to be double digits again, and our college students will suffer. Our Chairman Jones, and our Vice Chairman Landis have been working very hard this week to press to get a budget done. Let me recap that for you. Thursday and Friday, we were ready, of course, to meet. We sent a proposal to meet on Saturday and Sunday. Now, let's think about how this process works. We negotiate the budget generally the same weekend every year. It's one of those things you probably should make plans for if you know you're going to be a conferee, maybe a year in advance. And of course, the Senate went home on Saturday, surprised, I guess, that we wanted to meet. Came back on Sunday, so being patient, we said, we'll make you an offer on K-12, you make us an offer on higher education. The K-12 offer came very quickly because we realized, as good as our budget is, that's one area we thought we could find some common ground and improve. We looked at the priorities of the Senate, and one thing they had, even though we didn't like the form it was in, was a teacher pay increase. Basically, it didn't mandate one. It said you could use your money for a teacher pay increase or a bunch of other stuff. When we go, let's be serious about that. We'll give you a proposal. We'll come your way. Second year, teacher pay increase, but it's got to go for a teacher pay increase. Now, that cost us about $20 million off our bottom line, but we were willing to do this, not only to help our teachers to move this budget forward. Number two, Medicaid expansion. We've been clear that has no business being part of this process. It has no bearing on the bottom line. It makes no appropriation. It creates no savings in the biennium. This needs to be a standalone bill. I've had the privilege now of being down here an awful long time. I started with Governor Wilder, and I can remember historically Governor Allen, special session parole reform. Governor Gilmore, special session car tax. Let's make it bipartisan. Governor Kane, 2006, special session transportation. And to my surprise, did a little research. Lo and behold, Governor McAuliffe agrees with us. Remember last fall in the heat of a campaign where one party tried to use the threat of a government shutdown in order to gain leverage on Obamacare? Candidate Terry McAuliffe felt so strongly on this issue that he sent a letter to the congressional delegation on his very attractive letterhead. Terry McAuliffe for governor, putting jobs first. And he chastised those congressmen for the following. I love the line. Stop using the threat of a government shutdown as a bargaining chip in other negotiations, including over the health care law. We agree, Governor, you're right. But you need a solution at this point. And our solution at this point is to call for a special session that would deal just with Medicaid expansion. And so in other words, let's finish up Saturday, let's go Senate DA, let's have the budget complete, and then we can go into special session. The governor can control the timing of the special session. If he would like to call it immediately, that's fine. If he wants to wait till September, that's fine. We can go home and both sides can talk to their constituents about what they feel about Medicaid expansion. And the Virginia Chamber of Commerce, who we've heard used a lot on this floor, would agree with this. As a matter of fact, after our press conference today, basically highlighting that, they said the Virginia Chamber of Commerce urges the General Assembly to work to pass a budget bill on time. Failure to do so will have serious implications for the Commonwealth. So, Mr. Speaker, let's free the hostage. And if you're confused on the hostage, it's the budget. And let's do what's right for our schools, our teachers, our college students, and our first responders. Thank you very much.